Welcome to the Yoga to Go series, the yoga practice designed for musicians and other traveling professionals. My name is Wendy Colonna. Asana practice, the physical practice of yoga, is considered by yogis to be a way of putting your body into uncomfortable positions that also happen to have great physical benefits. The poses are purposefully difficult in order to teach you how to find both strength and a sense of ease or contentment, no matter how uncomfortable you feel. But more than this, these positions also, on the emotional and deeper psychological level, mirror the odd and challenging positions that life presents us. The theory supposes that if you can learn the tools it takes to breathe deeply with ease in an uncomfortable physical position, then you can do the same in any of the awkward positions that life bends you into. I've begun to learn how to integrate a yoga practice into my highly irregular lifestyle, on the road, off the road, in weird spaces, sitting down, driving, before shows, in hotel rooms, whatever it takes. I've also created this workbook and DVD for all the musicians and traveling professionals who lead the most inconsistent of lives. You can use the CD and DVD to practice at home or on the road. The workbook contains a more detailed description of each posture and can help you deepen your practice and learn even more about the benefits of yoga in general. Enjoy. Supine postures. This is a sequence of postures that you can use while you're still lying in bed. I know it's pretty common that most musicians and traveling professionals have trouble relying on staying somewhere that has beautiful bamboo floors or pleasant aesthetics. We're often really weary from the highway or the stage, and we truly need to revitalize our bodies. When we travel 60% of our time, our bodies can really become a mess. To help with this issue, I've combined a sequence of postures that you can practice right in the bed where you're sleeping, so you don't have to worry about dirty floors or weird carpets or anything else. You can just wake up and throw the DVD or CD in and begin your practice. So we'll start our practice with the supine postures, the ones that are lying down. And as if we're simulating getting up in the morning, we're going to start with Shavasana, or corpse pose. And in Shavasana, our bodies are completely relaxed. Our breath is shallow. All of the muscles and ligaments are just sinking down toward the earth. And as we start to move out of Shavasana, we begin to deepen our breath, wiggling our fingers and our toes. We swallow, we circle our hands around our wrists, and allow your ankles to make gentle circles. Extend through the fingertips, squeeze the legs together, getting a nice long stretch through the body. We're just waking our bodies up. And we'll move into Utthita. We will hug our knees in, gently rock from side to side, just sort of awakening all the muscles and attachments of our sacrum and lower back, making circles on the ceiling with our knees, moving one direction, moving the other, hugging the knees into the chest, and then we'll extend our legs upward toward the sky, moving into Viparita Karani. And in this posture, we're allowing the lymph and all the sedentary fluids of the body to move toward the heart, kind of getting a new sense of circulation. You can rotate your feet around your ankles if you like, and if it's more comfortable, you can lay your hands by your side or bring your hands up overhead, palms around the elbows. You're welcome to bend the knees, rock side to side on the hips. We're allowing all the lymph and stale blood to kind of move and drain in toward the heart. Get fresh oxygen. We breathe deeply here. And when you're ready, you can hug your knees into your chest. Flex your feet, rock from side to side. Remember, we're still waking the body up. We're going to prepare the body here for a twist, so we'll hug the right knee in and press out through the left foot, flexing the left foot, engaging the left thigh and calf. We're pressing the left leg down and bringing the right knee in toward the body. We're kind of opening up the groin here, awakening the hips, and preparing to go into a very gentle twist. From here, we're going to scoot the hips over to the right slightly. Hook the right toes behind the left knee and extend through the right arm onto the floor. Try to get your shoulders both on the floor as you twist here. You can use your left arm on your right thigh to kind of bring the weight down, maybe make the twist a little more deep. You can also twist your head toward your right fingertips, gazing over, bringing the spinal twist all the way up into the cervical spine. Remember, this is just the beginning, so we're going to be real gentle with our twisting. Allow your breath to become deep. Really just find your space, find the depth of your breath here. Allow the weight of the right leg to come down. And if you're feeling nice and stretched out through the hips already, you're welcome to extend the right leg out and grab a hold of the toes with your left hand. Or you can keep your knee bent, whatever feels most comfortable. If you're feeling any strain in your neck, you can also look up toward the ceiling. Continue to breathe. And then we'll come out of this posture, switching the hips over, maybe hug the knees into the chest a little. And we'll switch legs, hugging the left knee in, extending through the right foot, engaging the right thigh, pressing out through the sole of the right foot, flexing both feet, bringing life and energy into both legs. Breathing deeply, relax your shoulders down. And then when you're ready, begin to move into the twist in the opposite direction. The left knee comes over the right, the left toes hook behind the right leg. Allow the weight of the left leg to fall over. Gazes toward the fingertips. Again, if you feel any strain in your neck, you can also keep your gaze up toward the ceiling. Twists are really excellent for digestion. They're great for toning the organs in the lower abdomen. They also help to make the spine a lot more supple. So all those things considered, breathe deeply. If you feel like extending your top leg and grabbing hold of the toes, now's a good time. The whole body is awakened and engaged. We're not clenching with our muscles, rather we're just really keeping them firm and awakened. So even in this gentle twist, we're allowing our bodies to be fully awakened. And when you're ready, begin to come out of the twist, hug the knees in, roll around on the sacrum. We're just trying to get the lower back really pressed against the floor. Nice long spine. From here, we're going to do a nice hip opener. We're going to place the left toes to the floor. We're going to cross the right ankle across the left quadricep. You're welcome to flex the foot here or keep it nice and soft if you like. We're going to interlace our right arm through the legs and the left arm around the left thigh. And we're going to hug the leg in toward the body. This is going to create a nice deep stretch in the right groin and hip, so just breathe deeply here. If you feel like taking this posture a little deeper, you can extend the right leg and grab a hold of the right calf with the hands, hugging the full leg into the body. The gaze is toward the toes here. You can always keep the knee bent, though. And then we'll release the pose. And switch sides. And this time we're going to cross the left ankle across the right quadricep. And we're going to hug the right knee into the body. Relax the shoulders down the back. Really just breathe into that groin and hip here. It's a nice deep hip opener. Great for the lower back. Wonderful if you've been sitting all day, arching your back or slumping your shoulders. It's a really beautiful release in the lower part of the back body. So really enjoy it here. You can go a little deeper if you're feeling really confident here by extending that right leg and grabbing hold of the right calf. You really want to breathe into the hips here. Breathe into the thigh. Breathe deeply into the lower back. And hug it in a little more, and then release. Our next posture is Utthita Trikonasana, which is a reclining bound angle pose. From lying on the back, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to splay out toward the sides. We're going to ground through the lower back, really find a long spine here, and allow the weight of the legs to just open up the hips. Bring your arms overhead and clasp the hands around the elbows. Relax the body, relax the back, and relax the hips. This is a wonderful posture for increasing your circulation. It's great for toning the abdominal muscles. It opens the hips, the knees, and the groin. It can also help to regulate your blood pressure. From here, we'll bring our feet back onto the mat, hug our knees in, grab hold of our toes, and rock back and forth. We're massaging the muscles along the spine, and finally rolling up into a seated position. And from here, we're going to move into the second part of our practice, seated postures. Part 2, seated postures. Seated yoga postures are great for improving circulation and flexibility to the lower body. They're excellent for improving balance, strengthening the body's core muscles because of the stability one gains while they're sitting. This seated sequence is designed to help you connect with the entire body. Practice as slowly as you like. Allow your body to find firmness and repose. Become acquainted with the different emotions that arise in each posture. Savor the relaxation and subtle changes in your body and the opportunity to connect your body as a whole entity. In our seated sequence, we'll start in a comfortable cross-legged position. If you like, you can stack one heel in front of the opposite ankle. The important part is to get the body aligned, the sit bones rooted to the floor. The heart stacks over the hips, and we'll begin our neck rolls. Relax the shoulders and allow the head to come down the center line. With your inhale, roll the head up toward the right shoulder. Exhale, rolling down toward the center. Inhale, rolling it up toward the left shoulder. And exhale, rolling the head down. Inhaling back up toward the right shoulder. Release the shoulders down the back. Open the mouth, open the jaw, yawn if you like. Really getting that neck long, stretching out. Inhale, exhale, and then release the head down to center. Same thing, other side. Inhaling up to the left side. Relax the shoulders. Open the mouth, release the jaw, all the muscles in the neck. Really wonderful stretch for all the driving muscles and all the computer operating muscles. It's a great release. And breathe deeply here. And release down to the center line. Inhale up, extending through the crown of the head, exhaling down. Inhaling, extending through the crown of the head, exhaling to the center line. Again, inhaling, opening the side of the neck, exhaling, and inhaling, and exhaling, releasing the head. Inhale, take your time here. Exhale, moving with the rhythm of your breath. And exhale down to center. We'll end our neck rolls with the little spinal flex. Exhaling, inhaling, extending the heart forward, lifting the neck and head, and then release. And now we'll start rolling our shoulders, inhaling the shoulders up toward the ears, exhaling them down, rotating them back, opening the heart with the inhale, exhale, caving the body forward, inhaling, opening the shoulders back, exhaling, pressing the shoulders forward. Using your breath here to guide your shoulder rolls around, hugging up as high toward the ears as you can, extending forward, now rolling the shoulders in the opposite direction. Taking your time, just really awakening your spine and all the muscles that are attached to your shoulders. Relaxing, toning, release the neck, and release the shoulders down. We're going to begin our spinal flexing here. From here, we're going to begin Virabhadrasana, or eagle posture. We'll begin by finding a comfortable seated position, relaxing the shoulders down the back. And we'll start by extending the right fingertips forward. Extend the left fingertips out to the side of the body, and then swing the left arm under the right. Elbows hook inside one another, and the left palm comes to meet the right. From here, we'll stack the spine, pull the belly in toward the spine, and press the elbows away from the body. The gaze is between the arms. And bring your breath into your shoulder blades. Inhale, creating space between your shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Extend the fingertips out, rotate the palms, and we'll move to the other side, extending the left arm forward and swinging the right arm under. Locking the elbows, releasing the shoulders down the back, and then moving the elbows away from the body. The gaze is gentle, again, between the hands. And we're deeply breathing here into the shoulder blades, keeping the spine elongated up toward the crown of the head, engaging the belly, using those abdominal muscles to keep the back long, and release. Take a slight spinal flex, and we're going to begin to prepare for GOMUKHasana, or cow face pose. So the left heel comes in toward the body, and the right knee stacks over the left knee. Both of the heels then begin to hug in toward the thighs. Situate the sit bones to where they're flat, and then lengthen the left arm up, bending the elbow, allowing the fingertips to move down the back, and allow the right arm to grab a hold of the elbow, keeping it in place, long spine, even pressing back a little bit to get a deeper stretch through there. And when you're ready, if you feel like moving a little deeper, you can swing your right arm around and grab a blanket, your shirt, or clasp a hold of the fingertips behind the back. Here we're rooting into our sit bones, we're breathing deeply, and we're moving our elbows away from one another, creating a nice long stretch across the back. It's an excellent pose for the hips and the shoulders. You can do it sitting in a car or in a chair. And we'll release and move on to the other side. So here the right heel comes under toward the left hip, and the left knee stacks over the right, left heel moving in toward the right thigh. Situating our sit bones, we'll extend our right arm up, dropping the shoulders, and bend the elbow. We'll bring the left fingertips to the right elbow, extend the right fingertips down the back, drop the shoulders, and make sure that your spine is nice and long, extended from the sit bones all the way up to the crown of the head. Breathe deeply. And when you're ready, you can take it a little more deeply, swinging the left arm back, grabbing hold of the shirt or the fingertips. Reposition the spine, inhale, and exhale, move the elbows away from one another. Breathing deeply here. Listen to your body. Feel that extension. And release. Extend the fingertips and let the legs release. Now we're going to move into Dandasana, staff pose. So bring your legs out before you, ankles together, knees together, thighs against the mat. Engage the thighs, lengthen the spine, and bring the fingertips or the palms to the outside of the hips. If you need to spread your chest a little wider, you can lock your thumbs under your pectoral muscles and open your heart. Flexing your feet, we're engaging our legs here, staff pose. It's a very strengthening posture. Shoulders moving down the back, spine is long. And we'll move into Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend, inhaling the arms overhead and folding the arms forward. You can grab a hold of your shins, your ankles, or the sides of your feet. Keeping the shoulders broad and moving down the back. As soon as you feel like your shoulders are kind of crunching up toward your ears, lengthen up a little bit, and then exhale, fold more deeply, using your breath to move more deeply rather than the strength of your muscles here in this posture. Long, strong back, gaze is lifted, spine is long all the way through the crown of the head. Breathe deeply here, engaging the thighs. Gaze is toward the toes, and then take a little fold and then release, inhaling the body back up. Move into Paschimottanasana, another seated forward fold. In this posture, we'll bring the sole of the right foot into the thigh of the left leg, extending through the left thigh. Legs are still strong. We'll bring the hands overhead, inhaling, and exhale. We'll again fold forward, bringing the hands to the outside edge of the foot, the calf, or the shin. Again, we're keeping the spine long here, shoulders moving down the back. So as soon as you feel your shoulders crunching in, again, lengthen, bring them down. Only fold as deeply as you can without crunching your shoulders. This posture is also a twist, so we're working to get the heart moving over the knee. So aligning the shoulders both forward. Notice if there's any kind of twisting in your shoulders or your back body, and see if you can use your breath to strengthen that part. Even out your shoulders and then fold a little more deeply. To exit this posture, we'll inhale, gazing up, and then exhale, release the legs. Moving on to the next side, we'll move the sole of the left foot into the right thigh, pressing firmly into the right thigh, engaging the right foot, flexing the toes toward the face. Align the heart over the leg. Inhale, get your position, lengthen the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward again, heart moving over the knee, shoulders moving forward. Using your breath to move yourself more deeply. Heart is moving up and out toward the toes, gaze is long. This is a wonderful posture for the hamstrings, the groin, the lower back. It's a wonderful hip opener, and it's also great for digestion. Exhaling, moving a little more deeply. Inhale, lengthen the arms. And then exhale, release the posture. Move now into Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together as close as is comfortable to your body. The hips should be higher than your knees, so if you need to sit on something like a blanket or a couple of pillows to get your knees to be a little lower than your hips, that'd be very therapeutic. We're going to allow the legs to just open up here, bringing the hands to the feet and opening up the soles of the feet. That makes a little bit of a deeper stretch in the hips. The shoulders are broad and moving down the back. The heart is lifted and the chin is slightly tucked in toward the body. Take a breath here and then inhale, lengthen the body. Exhale, folding forward over the feet. Again, we're only folding as forward as we need to keep our spine long and extended. We're going to breathe deeply into the belly here, and then as we exhale, we can just slowly fold a little more. Keeping the integrity in the spine, the sit bones are rooting down into your mat. Spreading the shoulders wide. Breathing. This is a great posture for the lower abdominal organs and the hips, lower back. When you're ready, inhale the body up to seated and release the posture. Slowly bring the knees together and release the legs. At this point in our practice, we're going to move toward our standing positions. We're going to start with a spinal flex called cat-cow. We're going to come into a tabletop position, allowing our knees to be directly below our hips and our hands directly below our shoulders. Fingers are spread out wide. We come into a neutral back and we move our shoulders down toward our tail. We take a breath. We're going to do a spinal flex here. With your exhalation, begin to curl your tailbone under, pressing the belly in toward the spine, and drop the head. With your inhalation, arch your tailbone toward the ceiling, extend the heart forward and up, and exhale, curl the tail under. Extend the back body up toward the sky. Inhale, coming forward, lengthening the crown of the head. Exhale, curling the body inward, pressing up. Inhale, extending from the tail to the crown. Exhale, pressing down with the tail, allowing the head to come down. Moving with the pace of your own breath here. Moving as deeply as you can without crunching your neck. Long extensions. Exhale, fully empty the lungs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral back. And we'll move slowly into GOMUKHasana, or downward facing dog. Extend the arms long, press into the palms, and we'll slowly lift our legs up off the ground, extending onto the toes, bending the knees, hugging the belly in toward the thighs, really just taking our time moving into downward facing dog here. Pedal out the feet if you feel, moving one knee in, then the opposite. Extending the sit bones toward the sky. Relax the neck. Open up the side body. Pressing into one leg. Extending. If you like, come up onto your toes. We're just slowly moving into the position of downward facing dog. Our heels are moving toward the floor. Our crown is moving toward our thumbs. Our sit bones are reaching toward the sky. As we settle into downward dog, we're breathing deeply. And we'll slowly begin to walk our feet up toward our hands to a really gentle forward fold. Uttanasana. We're going to fold over our legs, bending the knees, hugging the head in, really just relaxing here. Cradle the elbows in the palms of the hands, grabbing the opposite elbows. Shake the head no. Shake it yes. Relax the neck. Really starting to feel the extension through the hamstrings, feeling the back of the legs opening up. Bend your knees as much as you need. With your inhalations, you can extend a little. With your exhalation, you can fold a little more deeply. And we'll release the arms and slowly begin to roll the body up, stacking vertebrae upon vertebrae. And roll the shoulders, and we're going to prepare for our standing sequence. Part 3, Sun Salutations. Surya Namaskar, or Sun Salutations, are considered by some as a complete yoga practice. It is a powerful and energizing sequence of postures that alleviate stress and clear the entire body and mind of fatigue, anxiety, and stagnant energy. We're going to begin our standing sequence with Tadasana, mountain pose. And we'll start by spreading our toes wide, about shoulder width apart, aligning the pelvis in a neutral position and allowing the shoulders to move down the back. If you like, you can hook your thumbs under your armpits and create a little space between your shoulders and your clavicle, and then release the fingertips down, inhaling and exhaling. And we'll begin our sun salutations. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up, and exhale, fold a little more deeply. Inhale, lengthen the hands up toward the sky, fingertips reaching, and exhale, Tadasana. Inhaling, extending the arms upward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. We're just warming up here. Exhale, fold a little more deeply. Strong legs. Inhale, the fingertips up toward the sky, reaching up, and lower the arms. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, lengthening halfway up, gazing up. Exhale, fold a little more deeply. And inhaling up, fingertips overhead. Exhale, release the hands. We'll now move into our sun salutations. Inhaling, lengthening the fingertips. Exhale, folding from the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine, the gaze is lifted. Exhale, allow the fingertips to come down and step the right leg back into a lunge. Inhale, press the palms down and step the left leg back into plank position. Exhale, lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Inhale, coming forward, allow the thighs to come down. Lift the heart, pressing into the palms, cobra. Exhale, release. Moving down into child's pose, taking a moment, and then lifting the body up into downward facing dog. Finding your breath here. Spread the fingers wide, press into the palms, and bring your gaze between your thighs. Open the shoulders, bend the elbows slightly, and lift up into the sit bones, spreading the sit bones wide. Bend the knees if you need. Just really working into our very first downward dog. Breathing, extending. You can open up the side body by pedaling the feet slightly. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, lifting the right leg. Exhale, bring it forward into a lunge. Inhale, lifting up, and exhaling the left leg forward and folding. With your inhalation, press into the feet and lift the fingertips up overhead. And release the arms, Tadasana. Other side. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips up toward the sky, drop the shoulders. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the heart. Exhale, plant the fingertips, left leg comes back. Planting the palms with your inhalation, plank position. Lowering with your exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling up to cobra. Exhale, releasing. Moving into child's pose or downward facing dog, pressing into the fingertips. Sit bones are spread wide. The crown is moving toward the thumbs. The heels are moving away from the body. Breathing deeply. Inhale, lifting the right leg. Exhale, bringing it forward. Inhaling the left leg forward and folding. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips up toward the sky. and exhale, release the palms, Tadasana. Inhaling, lengthening, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, releasing the left leg back. Plant the palms, inhale, plank. And lowering the knees, the chest, and the chin with your exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Send it back into child's pose or downward facing dog. Shoulder blades spread wide. Your breath is deep. Sit bones are reaching toward the sky. Breathing here. Deep Ujjayi breath. Breath that moves along the top of the mouth. Finding that deep, beautiful, consistent breath. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, bringing it forward into a lunge. Inhale, lifting the right and swinging it forward, folding inward. Exhale. Inhale, lift the fingertips up overhead, strong legs. Exhale, release the hands. Tadasana. We're going to move on to some more advanced sun salutations here, moving a little more quickly. So we'll find our Tadasana, relaxing our shoulders, gauging our legs. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the gaze. Exhale, planting the palms, send one leg back and the other into plank. And then lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, and we'll take 5 deep breaths here. Downward facing dog is excellent for strengthening and stretching the entire body. It's a wonderful stretch for the hamstrings and the calves and the hips. It's great for the shoulders and the wrists. Inhale, lengthen the gaze. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips toward the sky, and exhale the hands down to the sides of the body, Tadasana. Inhaling, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, lengthen the gaze, and exhale, send the feet back into plank and lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, lifting the heart, cobra. Exhale, folding forward, downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide. Finding space between the shoulder blades. Breathing deeply here. Trying to bring all the weight of the body into the back side, pressing back in the heels, stretching the calves, the hamstrings. Inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, pressing into the feet and lifting the fingertips up overhead. And exhale to Tadasana, fingertips toward the floor. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale, folding forward. And inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms and shoot the legs back, hugging the elbows in, lower knees, chest, and chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing the belly in toward the spine, spreading the sit bones wide, spreading the fingers wide. The crown of the head reaches toward the thumbs. The shoulder blades are wide. We're strengthening our hamstrings, pressing back into the heels, opening the calves. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, lengthen the gaze. Exhale, hop or step the feet forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, the fingertips overhead, strong legs, and exhale, Tadasana. Here we'll begin Surya Namaskar B, the second set of sun salutations. Bring your big toes together, slightly separate your heels. Inhale, bend the knees, send the fingertips up overhead, Utthita, and fold with your exhale. Inhale, lifting the heart, and exhale, plant the palms and the legs back into plank and lower elbows hugging in. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot pivots, right foot forward. Inhale the fingertips up. Exhale the hands down and lowering from plank, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot pivots, left foot forward. Knee over the ankle, warrior one, opposite side. Fingertips toward the sky. And exhale, palms on either side of the foot. Bend the elbows, lower the body, and inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking 5 deep breaths here. Inhaling. Fingers are spread wide. Strong, deep breathing. Notice how this downward facing dog is different than the previous downward facing dogs of your practice today. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, the feet forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, Utthita, thighs together, fingertips up, and exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, lift the arms, bend the knees, hips toward the feet, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the gaze. Exhale, plant the palms and send the legs back into plank. Lower chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg forward, lift the fingertips up. Warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands down and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg forward. Lift the fingertips up overhead. Warrior one. Knee is over the ankle. Exhale the hands down. Lower knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here for 5 long, deep breaths. Bring the navel in toward the spine, extending the crown of the head toward the thumbs, heels moving back behind you. Inhale, looking up toward the thumbs. Exhale, hopper step the feet forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhaling Utthita, bending the knees, and exhaling to Tadasana, mountain pose. Part 4, standing sequence. After practicing any variations of Surya Namaskar, you can easily segue into a sequence of standing postures. Standing postures are excellent for energizing the body, strengthening the legs, and building heat in the body. Tapas, the Sanskrit word that refers to heat or austerity, encourages the body to rid itself of impurities. These postures are excellent to practice when getting ready for a gig, as they offer a natural energy boost and a sense of balance, even when done for a short period of time. You can do them at rest stops or gas stations to encourage better circulation and even keep your metabolism up. They also don't require you to rest your body on an unfamiliar or undesirable floor. So we'll begin with a part of a sun salutation. So inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, hopper step the feet back into downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot and bring the right foot forward into a lunge and windmill the arms up into warrior two. The right knee is over the right ankle, pressing into the back edge of the left foot. Toes are spread wide, fingers are pointing outward away from the shoulders, and the shoulders are moving down the back. The knee is coming over the ankle, and the gaze is over the front fingertips. Pressing into both feet here. Inhale. And exhale the body forward, lowering the right hand to the floor on the inside of the right foot, the ankle, the shin. Moving into triangle, Utthita Trikonasana. Lengthen the left fingertips up toward the sky. The palm is facing in the same direction of the body. You can bring your gaze up to the left thumb If it's more comfortable, you can gaze forward, keeping your breath deep, rotating the tail toward the back heel. We're going to move now into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. So we're going to bring that back leg in a little bit so that we can rotate both hips forward in the same direction as the front knee. Bending the knee over the ankle, we can lift our fingertips up toward the sky. You can either have your palms together here or separate your palms shoulder width apart. Pressing into both feet, make sure that your knee is not rotating outside of your ankle, rather it's stacking really nicely. Strong back leg, gazes upward, and release. We're going to do the same sequence on the opposite side, so we'll pivot the feet around. We'll bend the left knee, bring the arms out into a wide T, moving into Warrior Two. Pressing out into the fingertips away from the heart, drop the shoulders. Find the knee directly over the ankle. Lift and spread the toes, make sure you're not crunching your toes. And inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, coming forward into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Placing the left hand on the left ankle, shin. Gazing up toward the right fingertips. If that's too much on your neck, you can gaze forward. Pressing into that back foot, strengthening that leg. This is great for the ankles and the hips. Inhale up. And we'll position ourselves for Warrior One. Walking that back foot in a little more, squaring the hips forward toward the front knee. Toes are spread wide, bending the knee over the ankle, and lift the fingertips up. You can bring your hands together or keep them separated, shoulder width apart. Bringing all that energy up from the floor through your feet into your legs. This posture is wonderful for the abdomen, for the arms. It opens up the psoas and the hips. And then we'll exhale, taking a vinyasa, coming into plank position, bringing the hands down, lowering to 8 points, bowing, inhaling up to cobra, and exhaling, moving down into Balasana, child's pose. And then curling the toes under into downward facing dog. Inhale, look up, and exhale, walk the feet forward, folding. And inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, release the hands. And we're preparing for Utthita, or fierce pose. Bring the toes together, bring the thighs together. Relax the shoulders down the back, engage the legs. And we'll begin to bend the knees. Bring the fingertips down toward the floor, the hips down toward the heels, creating space in the groin. If you'd like to take this posture a little more deeply, you can twist the body around, bringing the tricep to the knee or the side of the thigh, bringing the hands into prayer position and gazing up over the lifted shoulder. Breathing deeply here. This is a very strong and deep twist, incredibly energizing for the body, especially if you're trying to revitalize and awaken your body after a long ride. To release, gaze down at the toes and fold. Uttanasana, relaxing the knees, the legs. And we'll inhale back up and we'll twist to the opposite side. Bring the palms together, tricep to the outside of the thigh. Gaze is up over the shoulders. Shoulders are moving down the back. Thighs are strong and hips are still moving down toward the heels. Breathing into that twist as deeply as you can. And inhale, lengthen the arms up, and exhale, fold forward, releasing the hamstrings, releasing the quadriceps. Inhale one more time up into Utthita, and exhale into Tadasana. And we'll move now into Prasarita Padottanasana. We'll start with part A. We'll take a quarter turn to the right and bring the outside edges of the feet parallel, as far apart as you are comfortable folding forward here. You might have to play with it. Pressing into the feet, we're going to engage the thighs, lengthen the spine, and bring the hands to the hips, folding forward. We'll bring the fingertips down to the floor and lengthen the spine. And then with an exhale, we'll fold. Walking your hands back as far as you can between your feet. Ultimately, you'll want to have your heels of your hands in line with the heels of your feet. But you're more than welcome to begin just with your fingertips on the floor or in any other position. This is the fully extended position here. Breathing here. It's a great posture for your knees. Strengthening the ankles, the thighs. So to release, we'll inhale, lift the arms, bring the hands to the hips, and then we'll exhale, release. We'll move into Virabhadrasana II. Bring the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. The hands move toward the mat. Your crown of your head moves down toward the floor. The legs are strong. The thighs are engaged. They're really maintaining a sense of stability here. Breathing deeply, pressing out through the knuckles, expanding through the back body. And then when you're ready, inhale to come up, and exhale, take a moment to just get your head back together. It sometimes gives me a little bit of a head rush. Inhale, exhale, and bring the body back to the top of the mat. Part 5, Restorative Postures. Restorative postures are excellent tools to use when you feel anxiety or stress or fatigue or have any trouble relaxing. They take us out of the super busy fight or flight state of being and bring us into a more nurturing, restful state. They're great to practice after you've been extremely active and yet you're really, really tired but feel a little frenzied. They encourage deep relaxation and stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. Balasana, or child's pose. This is an excellent posture for relieving fatigue or anxiety. It's a great cool down posture if you're feeling heated or just need a little rest between some of the standing postures in your sequence or your sun salutations. To get into this posture, we'll start kneeling, and we can just bring the big toes together and spread the knees a little wider. Bring the sit bones down toward the heels and rest the body over the thighs. If you feel any strain in your knees, you can always put a blanket between your belly and your thighs and rest over the blanket. Folding forward, we're going to allow the belly to come between the legs. And we'll just breathe really deeply here. Allow the crown of the head to relax into the floor. Relax your shoulders and your belly. Now we're going to move into a supported forward bend. It's a wonderful posture for relaxing after a hard day, kind of releasing any tension in the body. We'll come to seated and we'll bring the feet together, legs together, Paschimottanasana. And we can take pillows or blankets and put them over our legs and thighs until they're at a comfortable height. And you just inhale gently and exhale, fold over the pillows. Relax your forehead on the pillows. Release all the muscles of your body around. Really just finding a deep, relaxing breath here. Allowing all the tension in your body to just empty out from the crown of your head and just fall into the earth below you or the bed below you. It's a gentle hamstring stretch. It relaxes the mind. It allows the back to unwind after a long day. You can stay here as long as you like. Breathing smoothly and deeply, relaxing and releasing. And when you're ready, slowly inhale the body up, walk the hands back toward the hips. Take your time, take a deep breath, roll your neck and shoulders, and release the pillows. You can even roll onto your lower back into Apanasana, stretching out the lower back, rolling from side to side, hugging in the knees. You can rock the knees from side to side, just breathing deeply, allowing your breath to empty through the lower back, through the spine, through the hips. Relaxing, hug the knees in, bring the forehead in toward the knees if you like. And when you're ready, you can release your legs. And we'll move our bodies into the final posture of the day. If it's a long day, you can just begin to release all the tension in your body in this wonderful posture called Shavasana, corpse pose. Spreading the feet as wide as you like, the arms splay out by the sides and the palms face upward. Relaxing the ankles and the wrists. Release any tension in the legs and the arms, the hips, the shoulders. Your breath is soft. You can swallow if you need to relax the muscles of your throat. And we're really just focusing on emptying our bodies here of any tension, of any stories that we tell about who we are, or how our days have formed us or hindered us. Everything just relaxes here. If your mind is racing here in Shavasana, you're more than welcome to chant in your mind for peace or relaxation or for a feeling of emptying. Whatever it is that you feel like you need right now. And just continue to draw your attention to the softness of your breath and the suppleness of your body. Gently scanning, noticing how relaxed you are, inviting that peace to move all the way from your limbs into your heart. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, awakening the outer limbs of the body, moving your feet around the ankles, your hands around the wrists. Take a long stretch through the body, squeezing the legs together. Raise the arms overhead. And when you're ready, hug the knees in toward the chest. You can rock a little from side to side to awaken the back body. And then roll over onto your side. Take a moment here to reflect on the fruits of your practice. Deepen your breathing and slowly bring yourself up, eyes still closed, to a comfortable seated position. When you're ready, stack your vertebrae atop one another. Root into your sit bones and bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your thinking, busy mind into your compassionate heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for the practice you've given yourself today. The divinity in all things reflects in the divinity in you. Namaste.